Act 3, Scene 2. I'm back in the palace with Lady Macbeth. We get a really short moment where we get to see who she really is. And every time she's alone, we get to reveal behind the masks. She seems to be much more vulnerable than she puts on. When she's alone, she says, "Naught's had, and all is spent. Where a desire is got without content. To safer to be that which we destroy than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy." They've spent everything and nothing is had. She does not feel any better about what they've got now. And she actually says it would be better to be dead than to live in this doubtful joy. And the second Macbeth comes into the room, she transforms back into the hard exterior, that mask that she's been putting on since the beginning, and trying her best to get Macbeth back on track, because it seems that he's been spending time alone and saying things to his companions that is sort of sorriest fancies, she says. She says, "You have to stop thinking about it. The things that you can't fix should not stick in your mind. What's done is done." That's easier said than done, though. And Macbeth has no intention of stopping. We have scorched the snake, not killed it. And we get a really good sense of how Macbeth is feeling. He reveals a lot about his feelings in his soliloquies. But with his wife, he's vulnerable. And he's able to express how he actually feels. And he talks about these horrible dreams that he's been having, making him unable to sleep, which makes a link back to what he had said before. Macbeth doth murder sleep. He says almost exactly what his wife had previously said when she was alone. "Better be with the dead, whom we, to gain our peace, have sent to peace, than on the torture of the mind to lie in restless ecstasy." Macbeth and Lady Macbeth feel the same, that they are jealous of the dead. They'd prefer being the victims of their actions than to continue on like this. But Macbeth's not done. He's going to push forward. Lady Macbeth tries again to convince him that you need to look bright and jovial tonight at dinner. You need to shake off these rugged looks. You need to look like you have it together. And Macbeth promises that he will, but he goes straight back into what has been plaguing his mind. Ever since the murder of the king, he cannot help but think and overthink. He describes the feeling in his mind as being, "Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife." Constant stress, not sleeping, the nightmares that come at him nightly. Macbeth, the visions and hallucinations he's been having. Macbeth does not seem well. And as strong as Lady Macbeth has tried to be, Macbeth is almost uncontrollable. And he very clearly seems that he has something up his sleeve, something planned, but he won't share it with her. And she asks, for the first time, what's to be done. For the first time, she is not the active planner. She's asking what will happen, and Macbeth does not answer. The power in the cup seems to have suddenly shifted to Macbeth, and he tells her to be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applaud the deed. He will not tell her that he's planning on killing Banquo and Fleance, and he assumes that she will be happy with the deed once it's done. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill. Things are only going to get worse, and Macbeth will try to fix it. But the more he tries to fix, the more he breaks, and his mind, full of scorpions, is shattering.